morning. I'm out with Andy and Billy Bob, and it's just a short walk today, as for the past few weeks I've had a bit of a bad back. So I've been keeping it low level, and I've not done a fell for about 3 weeks. So today we are doing Walla Crag. It's a fantastic wee fell, not far from Keswick. This morning we've actually parked at Great Wood. There's a National Trust car park, charges apply if you're not a member. Quite a big car park, and you walk through Great Wood. We're going to head up steeply up Cat Gill, following the gill up to the summit of Walla Crag, with great views, hopefully, over Derwentwater and the Vale of Keswick. We're going to do a circular route as we're going to head then back down to Ashness Bridge, beautiful, iconic stone bridge, very popular with tourists. This is such a lovely spot. And then we're going to head down what I call the Jurassic path, as it heads under Falcon Crag, which is a popular spot for climbers, rock climbers. About a 4-mile route, so it's a nice easy one, hopefully. Come and join me on a wee adventure. Catch you on a bit. Here he is.
Hi.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morning. How are you keeping?
I've realised I'm having a bit of a meltdown with my wardrobe today, aren't I? As I thought I'd put my summer Paramore coat on, and I've got a red rucksack.
Yeah, you look very colourful.
So I'm really colourful today.
Yeah, you look like them guys in the Scottish videos. They're often
Look
very
how
colourful.
bright.
You just need some red pants now.
So this is Cat Gill. So we're now heading alongside Cat Gill. It's generally a stepped path. It is quite steep in places, and also very slippy today as there's been a lot of rain. So care required today. But it's a lovely path following the gill. There are various ways you can do Walla Crag. You can do a much easier, less steep version if you head in the opposite direction out of Great Wood, around the left hand side of Walla Crag and up that way, or you can actually do it from Keswick, from the actual town centre. That's about a 5-mile loop. You can see Falcon Crag just there. That's the rock that's popular with rock climbers, and we're going to head under that on the way back on the Jurassic trail. As you can see, there's just a small section of very wet, slippy rock. Care required here. This is probably the steepest section of the path from Cat Gill. I'm not doing a walk by on this. You start to get views back over Derwentwater. Wow, look at the light. Mud, Billy. So once you've done the scramble by the fence and gone through the gate, you just head straight on up following the wall to your left hand side, heading towards the left, and you'll come to another gate and stile which will take you to the summit of Walla Crag. That's looking up Borrowdale. You've got High Spy, Maiden Moor and Cat Bells, Derwentwater, Causey Pike, leading up over the Coldale Horseshoe. Look at that light. So this cairn marks a spot where you can turn off to do Blueberry Fell. That will be our descent route, but we're not going to do Blueberry Fell, we're going to head down the flanks back into Ashness Bridge and Borrowdale, which is a lovely route. That's our path up we've just done via Cat Gill. You can do a full round of Blueberry Fell, High Sea and Walla Crag. I've done a video of that back in, I think it was May.
Yeah, let's do it.
May last year.
Let's do Blueberry Fell.
Do you know how much rain we had last night and yesterday? Over that swampland.
24 inches.
We're just doing Walla Crag today. I told you the reason why. But if you do want to see the full round
What's
and the
the
route,
reason?
then you can look at my previous video, because I've had a bad back, haven't I?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh.
So once over the stile over the wall, you just head over this rocky outcrop and you can see the summit where those people are. It's quite a busy fell today as it's so near Keswick and it's easily accessible. It's not very high. I'll bring you back, we've got the fantastic view. So the viewpoint of Walla Crag over Derwentwater and the Vale of Keswick. There's Skidder. So the actual summit of Walla Crag is the cairn, which is set back from the main viewpoint. That's the viewpoint there which I showed you earlier. So we've just come off Walla Crag summit to a little outcrop. As it's very busy up there at the moment, and Andy wants to fly the drone so we can get some lovely footage of this fantastic view. Derwentwater, Skidder, all lit up there, and Cuthra. It's a nice little heathery top this, you still get a great view. Really steep drop off. I don't know if I can show you. That's how steep it is, all the way down there. So Walla Crag is very, very steep-sided on the front. It drops sheer right down to the wood, Great Wood, and it's predominantly covered with trees on the front side of it, nearly all the way up to the summit. And then you've got Cat Gill, which separates Walla Crag from Falcon Crag, and that's a really steep-sided ravine, which is really nice to ascend up by. And then the top of Walla Crag is very rocky, and then the sides are all covered in thick heather and moorland. So the back side of it is quite flat and gentle, so that's an easier way to ascend up or down. And in July and August it's lovely with the heather in bloom. As heading over to Blueberry Fell and Walla Crag, it's just a mass of purple and pink. Down there, so it's very easily accessible, Walla Crag, from Keswick. It's a 5-mile loop, and you head up. You see this like signal tower. You come up via that. So we're now going to head off back towards Cat Gill to head to Ashness Bridge and the Bordeaux Valley. So you come to a junction of paths, and the left one will take you to Blueberry Fell. The right one is the one we're following, will take us to Ashness Bridge. So you head over Cat Gill, which you have to ford. It's easy though, we've had a lot of rain and it's still really easy to ford. So you can see our path up Cat Gill, very steeply up there onto the top of Walla Crag. Our first lark of the year. Spring's on its way, yay! Wasn't expecting it to be that deep, were you, Billy? So we're going to do a little detour to Falcon Crag. It's a nice vantage point of Derwentwater. Nobody really heads over to it. As I say, it's popular on the steep crags with rock climbers. And it's nice because me and my sister, when we first did Falcon Crag, my sister kept calling it like Peregrine Crag and other bird crags like Puffin Crag. And so now we nickname so now we nickname it Any Bird Will Do Crag, but it's actually called Falcon Crag. Oh, there's a path over here, Andy. There's a very, very grassy path to it, but you do get a fantastic view. I don't think it's going to be very sheltered, mind.
I don't think I've ever been down here.
Yeah, I need to take Andy to it because I don't think Andy's actually been on the top of Falcon Crag. Well, sorry, Any Bird Will Do Crag. Look at this for a wild camp spot. Just room for one tent.
Perfect.
Perfect spot. Look at the view you've got. Looking up Botherdale. Look at those rays.
There's probably some nice ones down, a couple of spots down there, right on the crag as well.
Oh yeah. There's probably a couple of spots there actually right on the tip of Falcon Crag. But look at the view. So we're just going to head down to that tip. Oh yeah, there's a gate here to access onto it. Actually, saying that, there's quite a few spots for tents. There was a lot of bumpy rocks, mind, so we can tell it's a good spot because there was a fire pit. I know.
Come on.
There you go. Do you know something? I would sack Walla Crag off and I would just do Falcon Crag instead. If you're not bothered about the Wainwrights. Look at that view there. It's better than actually on Walla Crag. Wow. You can see how steep. There's Walla Crag over there. Look how dramatic that is. Superb. The jaws of Borrowdale. Look at the layers. Just perfect. It's got a little cairn on the top here. Kate Beetham, 1968 to 1996. A free spirit loved by all of us. Look, memorial. Look at Andy, king of the castle.
Huh?
King of the castle.
Oh, Billy.
And the view of Derwentwater. Right up to Borrowdale. I think this is a better viewpoint, do you?
Yeah.
So we reckon there's a spot there for a couple of tents, maybe one, possibly two, just down from the main summit of Falcon Crag. And look at that for a view.
I reckon you could get a long shang ding dang down there.
How about that, waking up to that? Walla Crag, Skidder, Derwentwater, the islands. Or you could turn it around and have that view. Or you might have a tent that's got openings either side and have both views from your tent. So we thought we'd just tell you what the summits you can see from this vantage point. So you've got Walla Crag on the right there, you've got Longscale Fell, Jenkin Hill, Lesser Man, Little Man, Skidder, Carlside, Longside, Alec Pike and Dodd. I think we've got that right. So we're leaving Falcon Crag now. We're going to head back to the path to Ashness Bridge. Beautiful shaftage. Check out Andy's new coat.
New jacket.
He got it second hand, but it doesn't even look second
Brand
hand.
new second.
It's brand new seconds. Don't say who
Rab
it is.
Cubit.
Nice, isn't it?
eBay. There was some feathers poking out here, so it was sold as a second. Retail price £250. I snipped the feathers off and pulled them back through a tiny
Tiny
pinprick of a hole, so there's no hole there really.
And how much did you get it for?
£51.
£51.
£250 retail.
Bargain.
Never been worn. There you go.
There's a little boat going along. You can get boats from various points. You can get them from Keswick, or you can get them from Ladore Falls, which will go over to Portinscale, the far end over there, or over to, is it Hall's Gate, I think, over there. So you can see the path heading down. It then crosses Beck, Beck, and you'll see Ashness Bridge just down there. And then we're going to head back along a traverse path. Woo!
Too warm, that's the only problem.
Under Falcon Crag back to Greatwood. So we're heading to Ashness Bridge now, as we've crossed Beck. The iconic, beautiful arched stone bridge. Beautiful Ashness Bridge. We're now I'm going to show you the traverse path we're going to take to head under Falcon Crag. But it's a lovely spot here. So there's a sign here for Greatwood, 1¼ miles, 55 minutes. And it just goes parallel initially with the main road. But it's a lovely path. It reminds me of Jurassic Park. You'd almost expect T-Rex to be like charging along. I'll show you what I mean in a bit when we get under Falcon Crag. How dramatic it looks. So you get great views on this path over to Derwentwater and Tusset and Skidder there. It's a lovely time of year to do this path in autumn because the colours along here are amazing, because you've got a lot of silver birch and native deciduous trees along this path, and the colours are just so vibrant if you hit it right. It's like a river today. tricky bit. So that's Falcon Crag that we were on the top of earlier. Wow, look at that.
Can we find a worm, Billy?
Oh, I missed it.
Took one.
So Robin just took some food out of his hand. See what I mean about Jurassic, like. So we've done a little Andy's detour, one of Andy's famous routes that aren't a route,
It's on the map.
down to Derwentwater Lakeshore. Just get over the bridge, you.
Oh, you will. You see, I know a short way, Nita. Come on, go down here.
Some lovely big pine trees here. That one. So we're going to say goodbye now, as we're like, literally the car park is about 500 yards, would you say, up there, across the road. So it's been a lovely 4-mile walk. What did you reckon on it? Nice walk?
Very nice.
So catch you on another adventure very soon. Bye for now.
Bye. From me and the rock star. My new jacket.